Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sulekha Sen and I'm back with another story video. So let's get started. Today's video is going to be about crime. Yeah, you heard that right. The whole November month is going to be about crime. To give you a gist about the story that I'm going to narrate, it's how something very good can turn into something very dark real quick. People are changing so fast, people's motives are changing so fast, emotions are changing so fast. The person that we see today, is it really them or is it someone else? Do they have an ulterior motive or they're just plain simple nice people? So today's story is going to be about a person whom we thought or the girl thought was a very nice person. But was he really nice though? And what really happened when the girl started to trust him? And how much can you really trust a stranger? So we will talk about that story today. So stay tuned and watch till the end because it's going to be really interesting. So let's get started. So today's story is about a normal teenager, just like you and I. She was going about having a very amazing life, but also having multiple problems like we all do, right, in our lives. So once what happened, her friend recommended that there's a tarot reader in our town. So you know what, let's go check them out. And let's see if, let's just go there for fun. So they said, let's go, and it was just $100 per person. So they had the money. So they thought, you know what, rather than spending it on a cafe or eating, let's go have some, let's unveil our future. Let's find out what our future holds. That's what we think about tarot readings, right? So she and her friend decided to go meet this new tarot reader in town, and they went. So when they went, it wasn't very far from their house, so they took permission from their parents and went. And when they went there, the tarot reader sat them and said, let's start with your tarot reading, but it has to be individually. So the girl sat and the tarot reader placed her cards and everything happened. So at this point, the tarot reader says that you have a very good luck. And you are a person who has the hand of an angel on top of your head. Like whenever you're in trouble or whenever you feel that some things are getting stuck, there will be a person or there will be something that will help you or guide you to get that. So for few years, you're going to have that luck, that angel sitting there and helping you throughout the way. So listening to this, she got very excited. Oh my God, whatever I want, I can get, right? Because I always have an angel that can help me out. This is what she took from that reading, that I have an angel that will help me along the way, for a few years at least. So she was very happy with the reading. So then she goes around and completely forgets about it for some time. Like obviously she wasn't thinking only about that, right? So she goes about her day, enjoys, and then she booked the tickets for a concert, okay? A very famous singer, a very famous Indian singer. She booked a concert and she really wanted to get the autograph of that singer. Like she was sure that I want to go to this concert just to get the signature, not to like just enjoy it. So she went there, she had her fun, and then she wanted to go on stage and get the person's signature. So by the time she could go up and she could move, she could find her way through the crowd, the singer was actually getting down the stage. The singer was signing and giving autographs to the fans, but by the time she could reach the stage, the singer was already going. So what happens is she thought, you know what, this is not going to happen. I'm not going to get the signature ever. So she starts, finding out ways to talk. She was talking to the assistant over there and other spot people there, but nothing really worked for her. And she kept trying. She was talking to people that please let me get like one signature, please. So he went backstage. The singer went backstage and nobody was allowed there. The fans were not allowed because multiple fans were trying. So she spoke to a man who was standing there. She was like, please sir, I'm a big fan of him, and I've been listening to his songs like since I was a child, and I really need the signature. I don't know if I would ever get an opportunity like that. So the person said, okay, wait. So what he does is he took out the ribbon and let her in, and then closed the ribbon again because nobody else was allowed. So she went in, she took the signature, she took the autograph, and she was very, very excited. So she thought, you know what, I'll go out and thank the person who helped me out. So she came out to that same place and she didn't see that person there. So she said, yeah, whatever. And then she just walked out. She was like, I wanted to thank, she was telling her friend, I wanted to thank that man, but then he's not even there. I don't know where did he go. So the friend was like, who? And she was like, no, this person who helped me get in. She was like, oh, okay. Her friend said, oh, okay. Didn't really pay much heed to that. So she got her autograph, she got whatever she wanted. So she went ahead. Now, she goes back home, 2 days passed by, and then she suddenly realized that, oh my god, the tarot reader said that, you know, whatever I want, I would get it, and someone or the other will help me out. Like there would be an angel. So what if that person was really that angel who helped me, you know? So she was very happy. Just the thought of it was making her very, very happy at that point. So days passed by and then a year passed. And then what happened is she went to school, and like we've already established, she was very much into music. So she goes to the music store and tries to get the CD of the same singer. Okay. And she collects DVDs and cassettes and CDs because she wants to have a whole collection of that singer. So that's why she wanted to get the actual cassettes. And it's very difficult at today's day to find something, a record of that audio or that song, right? So it was kind of difficult for her to find it. And then she went there and the store manager said, I'm so sorry, we've sold out and we don't really keep them because now people don't want to listen to them. And since his videos, his songs are already on public domain and everybody can access it, who would come here and buy it? And she said, you know what, please, could you please arrange it for me and stuff like that. And he was like, I'm so sorry, I can't. And then what happens is, she walks out of the store and there's a stool in front of the store. The gate of the store, there was a stool there for the security to sit, right? She found an audio cassette of the singer and the exact same cassette that she wanted. It was lying there on the stool. And she looked at it and she thought, what? How is that even possible? And she looked up and she saw that same man that helped her over there was crossing the street. And she started running right after him. She started crossing, she took the cassette, she ran after him to say thanks again. Like she really wanted to thank him. Like this is completely out of the blue. He was not even there. Like how could he have known that she is here for that cassette and for that audio clipping? How is that possible that he is there? And how did he even know this? The concert was a completely different scenario where he was right there and he heard her and she spoke to him, so he got to know. But this is completely out of the blue, right? It's shocking. Like it's giving me goosebumps thinking, how did this person even get to know what she wanted? So she started running, she started like crossing the street and there were cars over there. She started crossing and by the time she did cross the road, the person was gone once again. So she never really got to say thank you. Not even the first time, and this is the second time she couldn't say thank you. So again the same thing happened, but she came back and she called her friend, the one with whom she went to the concert. She said, you know what, the person who helped me in the concert, he helped me today again, and it was completely weird because how would he have known that I'm here? Is he a stalker or something? But she didn't really think about it because she was like, no, the tarot reader told me that it's an angel that would be helping me out in everything that I want. So she completely thought that, you know what, this is the right person who is helping me and I should just believe in the universe and the things that, and the ways the universe is working. Why should I bother so much about it, right? So she left the topic and hung up the phone with her friend and went ahead with her day. She was having fun and a few days passed again, and now she was going to her friend's place, the same friend that she went to a concert with. She wanted to go for a night stay and they were planning on drinking and having a good time together at her place because her parents were out of town. So they said, let's chill out today. So she had plans of going at night. So she told her parents that I would be going to her house, but her parents told her that, you know what, you can't go now because you need to finish your homework and only then can you go. So by the time she could finish her homework, it was quite late. It was around 9:30. And since the friend doesn't live like very far from their place, the parents said it's okay, you take your cycle and go to her house and text us as soon as you reach. So they were also pretty chill about it because she lives very close by and it was a very safe street there. So this girl took her cycle, and halfway there, her bike stopped, and something happened to her bike, and she couldn't really move it. For some reason, it was not working, and she was just standing there trying to figure out what has happened to my bike. And when she was in that process, in like 1-2 minutes, this man who has been helping her out all throughout, she sees him in the middle of nowhere. And she was like, no, this is my chance to talk to him. I cannot let him go. And she walks up to him and says, hello, I'm the same girl you've helped twice. And I just want to know who you are, because it's like I never got a chance to say thank you to you. So I'm really thankful for whatever you did for me, and I can never forget it. And the man said, you're welcome. And she said, you know what, I want to gift something to you. There's a cake shop right across the street. Would you like to come with me? I'll buy you some cake, because I really want to thank you. And I didn't get a chance to say a thank you, so this is my way of showing it. And he was like, no, I just live right across the street, so my wife is also there, so if you don't mind, you can come hang out with us and you can have a cup of tea and we can chat. And she said, yeah, definitely. Like, obviously, this man has been helping her all throughout. This is the least she could do, right? And it was just right there. So she was like, I didn't know you stay very close to my house. I've never seen you. And he was like, so she walks up to the house and, he opens the door. And she was like, didn't you say your wife was here? And he was like, yeah, she must have gone out for a while. We always have like 2 keys for each other so that we can walk in anytime we want. So she said, oh, okay, she didn't think much of it. So the man went to the kitchen to make tea for her as he promised. And when he was in the kitchen, the girl could smell, like she could get a very weird smell from his house, sorry. Like it was a weird stench, like she didn't know where it was coming from. She thought must have been coming from outside, so she just like ignored, but it was really stinky, like a rat died or something. It was like that. It was stinking, and the house was also very, very gloomy. Like it wasn't that bright, although maybe because he doesn't stay during the day, so she didn't think much of it. But the smell was too intoxicating, like she couldn't breathe over there. She felt like puking. And when she was like, she was making faces, so the man walks in and says, what happened, beta? And she says, nothing, it's just some smell from outside, I guess. I'm feeling weird. And he was like, yeah, these people don't clean out their garbage and my whole house stinks because of that. And she was like, oh, makes sense. So yeah, they started drinking tea and she started feeling weird because of the smell, and she was feeling very faint. So she drank the tea and she said, you know what, I'm feeling very lightheaded, so I'll just go to my friend's place because I'm not feeling that great. So I just want, and also I need to text my parents as soon as I reach there. So I'll, see you around because I stay right here, so we can really meet. And he said, yeah, why not sit down for a while? You're feeling lightheaded. You shouldn't be riding all while you're feeling lightheaded. And she was like, no, my bike is already broken. So can I just leave my bike here? I'll take it tomorrow. I'll just walk. And he said, no, I'll drop you. Just sit for 2 minutes. I'll walk you to your friend's house. It's nothing to worry about. So she said, yeah, fine then. She was anyways feeling lightheaded. So she said, okay. So when she was sitting there, she sat for a while and then she started like losing it. Like lightheaded. She was feeling very lightheaded and she fainted. And she zoned out, like lights off. Okay, now when she wakes up, she is inside a room. She wakes up. She doesn't have her phone with her. She doesn't have her watch with her. She doesn't know what time it is. And she just woke up and she didn't know what really happened. And she was looking around like, where am I? And she couldn't figure out because it was pitch black. She couldn't see a thing. And she started screaming like, hello, where am I? She thought she must be in her friend's place. She was calling her friend's name out. She's like, Priya, please help me. Where are you? I'm woke. She thought maybe she's sleeping in a friend's house. And but then it was in the bed, she was on the floor and she's like, what is this? Where am I? Why is it so dark? She couldn't figure out because she has no memory of what happened after the tea. So like when she was coming back to her zone, she realized, okay, I was at this man's place and I was drinking tea and I don't remember anything after that. Suddenly it struck that, oh my god, am I in that man's house? She was scared, like she was really scared, like where am I? Where the hell am I? And she started looking out, she started touching things to feel if there is something, and she could feel like very liquidish stuffs, like on her right, on her left, and it was stinking. The same smell that she was getting in that man's house. So she was like, am I in a garbage dump or something? Why is it stinking so much? And then she started, pressing buttons and trying to figure out, and she turned on the light, like by mistake. There was this one lamp that got lit because she pressed a button. And you won't believe what she saw. She saw pictures of herself on the wall. Like the whole room was filled with pictures of her. And that scared the shit out of her. Like, why does this room have so many pictures of me? She didn't know whose house this is, whose room this is. How is this possible that so many pictures that are just personal to her that she didn't even share with her friends, that was just on her phone? How did those pictures come up and got stuck to these walls? Like, how is that possible? And then like she started putting the puzzles together and she could realize that maybe the person that she was talking to is his house. So she started calling out his name because he had introduced her. She started banging the door because now the lights are on. She knows where the door is. She tried to knock and she tried to open it. And the man walks in. And she's terrified now. And the man walks in and says, Beta, don't be worried. Don't be scared. It's fine. It's your home. See, look at the walls. I really like you. And you're like my child. Don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you. I won't let anybody harm you. And she was like, dude, what's wrong with you? Why do you have so many pictures of me? And he was like, Beta, because I love you. You're like a child to me. And I wanted to have all your pictures in one room. This is your room. I'm sorry, maybe it's messy, but I will try to create a good, beautiful room for you. You can stay here forever. And she was like, no, I want to go back to my parents. Why are you doing this to me? Why am I here? Why have you locked me? And he said, I didn't lock you, Beta. But if I didn't lock you, you would have wanted to go out, right? So that's why I wanted to show you this room. I wanted to make you feel at home. That's why I locked you. Don't worry, I'll take care of you like I took care of you all those times. Remember how I treated you? How I helped you with the singer? How I helped you with the cassette? I know everything about you, Beta. I know what you want. I know where you go. I know everything about you. And she's like, how do you know all that? He's like, Beta, I've been following for years. Since the time you were born, I always wanted to hold you in my arms, but I never could. But now I know. Now we're friends, right? Now you can stay with me. Now you also like me, right? Remember how you wanted to treat me cakes? Let's go. We'll bake cakes together. We'll eat together. But you can't go out of this house, okay? Because I love you. And she was like, dude, please let me go. Like, what is this nonsense? I cannot be here. You know I have a family. And he's like, no, I'm your family. What family? And she got aggressive. She was like, no, please let me go. And she pushed him. And he went back and now he got aggressive. He's like, मैं इतनी देर से समझा रहा हूँ. I'm telling you that this is your house. Why don't you get it? I love you 10 times more than your parents will ever love you. So why are you behaving like this? Stop being a, brat and acknowledge that I love you and acknowledge the fact that I'm here and I'm willing to do so much for you. Who has ever done so much for you? Who will ever come out of the blue and help you just like that? Only I will, because I can protect you and I'm the only one who loves you. So respect that. And he goes and slaps her. And she was like, dude, this is not happening. She's like, why are you hitting me? You're nobody. I don't even know you. Why are you doing this for me? I don't need your help. Just let me go. And he smiled. And he was like, no, you are not going anywhere. This is your house and this is where you are going to stay. No matter what happens, you will stay right here. And he keeps hitting her on both of her legs and tries to ruin her legs so that she can never ever walk back home. He's taking out his aggression on her. He keeps hitting her, and by mistake he hits her so hard that the rod went and hit her head. And he was like, no, 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 this is not something that I wanted. No, this is not what I want. This cannot be true. I cannot do this. And he starts taking her face and he's like, beta, beta, please wake up, please wake up. And she's like, she's losing it because he hit her head, right? And she couldn't wake up. And he was like, what did I do? Like, what did I do? No, I didn't want to kill you. I just want you to be mine forever. You'll be my child. I'll take care of you. Okay, wait, I'll go get some bandage. I'll get you better. And he runs out of the room to get her first aid and collects all the cotton and whatever cloth he had, water, ice, everything he could. And he walks into the room and finds her dead. She died. And he was just sitting there like, shit, what did I just do? So that's the end of the story, guys. I hope you liked it. And with this story, I just want to tell you, there's only so far that you can go with trusting a stranger. Not all strangers are nice, and not all strangers are angels, and not all those who help you are angels or good people. So beware and take care. So that's the end, and I hope you enjoyed the story. And if you did, please like, share and subscribe. And thank you for watching my content. It really means a lot to me. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.